Hey guys, welcome to... Jeez, I almost said Farming Simulator. It's been a while. Almost a month without a proper recorded video. Most of you know why. We'll go into detail. We're here in American Trucks, and this is going to be the test video for recording, getting that up, and editing, well, rendering, and all of that good stuff today. So, I will be back, more than likely, properly videos next week. Although there's a lot of stuff that I've got to go over. First of all, I lost all of my game saves. Most of you know at this point, my laptop died on me. The motherboard went, so I lost everything. All of the game saves, all of the mods, all of that stuff, so... that's interesting. It's really short. I want a relatively short trip, but... I think... yeah, we'll go with that. The loader would have been cool, but we'll go with that. So, my laptop died. What happened? I was in Farming Simulator. Most of you know this, but I'll go over it if you don't know. I was in Farming Simulator watching YouTube. Was messing around with the Liebherr excavators, getting them set up to record on Shamrock. Was driving along and all of a sudden, pretty much the sound it made. Power went out. First of all, I was there going, shit, power cut? I look up at everything, lights are still on. Then it clicked, I'm on a laptop. What just happened? I unplug everything, I'm starting freaking out at this point. And it was dead. I'm pretty sure what had happened is a capacitor on the motherboard died. How do I get out of here? This is gonna be fun. So, if my suspicions... am I even gonna make this turn? Power! If my suspicions are correct and it was a capacitor, it explains to me why it would have failed like that. I'm actually going to quickly go in and audio, turn the voice, I have it on but I'll have it real low. That to me explains why it kind of would have died the way it did. Took the battery out, nothing. Left it a while, nothing. Dead as a doornail. So eventually, mid defeat. Luckily, kind of got a hold of my mum, and at that point we started organising, finding a shipping company to get the thing sent out over here. Which, obviously we did. I'm here now. Over a month later. It took a while. And it wasn't cheap. So, in total it cost £360. 60 of that is... 50 of that is a deposit. It ended up costing a bit extra because of the weight of the machine. It ended up being 38 kilos. Including the wooden shipping crate that the shipping company built. So that got sent out, paid for. Thankfully, so many of you guys come through. It was unbelievable. The generosity in the community to help me get back up and running. Even if it's just for content. Some of you did it for me to just help me out. And some of the donations were just unreal. Absolutely unreal. And whether you donated a small amount or a large amount, it all helped. All of it went to the computer. there's times where I'll be completely transparent. I've got donations and I've kind of had an idea where it was going to go towards. I've probably said I'll probably go towards this, and it doesn't end up happening. It ends up going somewhere else. That didn't happen. This time around, it went all to what I said it was going to. Thanks to a rather large donation, I managed to grab a graphics card off of Oxygen David. He conveniently was looking to sell his GTX 1080. He just got a 2080 or RTX 2080. He's still crazy for buying that, but he did, and I'm thankful he did because I've now got his old graphics card. So I managed to get out off of him. I'm not going to say the price, obviously, but I got it for a hella good deal. Crazy deal. So I'm rocking that as well. So it got a bit of an upgrade as far as that goes. Also put an SSD in it. Windows 10, which the video that I did of the laptop, the paperweight, at the end I was joking about, do you guys know where I could get a copy of Windows 10 cheap, or if anyone works in the IT field can hook me up, sort of thing. And I even put on a voice because I was just joking. No, I got a message not even 10 minutes after that video went live from somebody, and you know who you are if you're watching this, saying, I work in the IT field. Here's a Windows 10 Pro key. Here's a link. This is how you get it. Like, again, come through massively. I couldn't believe it. Just something that was meant as a joke. I knew if it come down to it, I could get a key relatively cheap. Or you could go off the beaten path, if you get what I mean. But I didn't want to do that for an operating system. So, wholeheartedly, the community, my community, you guys, come through in such a massive way. I just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe the generosity. And there was a couple of you that really spearheaded it. I didn't want to go out there, put my PayPal information out there and ask for money. I ain't that person. But Steve Mods, Steve Payne, could be a raw pain in the ass at times. Sometimes he has had his issues in the community. He come through. He was helping get that link out there, I believe. I think Josh was the name as well. Was helping. And can't forget Oxygen David, I believe Silver, Virtual. They all helped out, and there's probably even a few more in the community that may have mentioned it. I don't know. But if you did, thank you if you happen to be watching this.
Use the right lane, then continue straight.
Yeah, right lane. It said right lane.
Continue straight.
So, I will probably end up talking about that again in a FarmSim video. Because I know not a lot of people will probably watch this. We shall see.
Continue straight.
I hope we don't get caught up at these lights. I'm kind of pushed for time right now. Power. So as I was saying, I lost everything. I got a PCI Caddy. Some of you may or may not know this. I don't know. You could help me out. For the graphics card, not graphics card. Geez, my hard drive from the laptop. It was. I'm just gonna run this like guys. I don't want to be stuck here. It's an M2 style hard drive. So my motherboard, this desktop fundamentally is 5 years old. So it hasn't got M2 hard drive support or SSD support. So I had to get this caddy. PCI Express ×4 slot, so it's a smaller slot. And I don't have that slot on the motherboard. So I looked it up and everything pointed to I should be okay running that in a... Please say I'm not getting caught up here. Oh, son of a... Should be fine running it in a 16 times slot. It'll just use the 4 channels. Well, it ain't picking it up. I don't know if it's the adapter. Maybe it's seated badly. I don't know. But it ain't working. So it's not even showing up, I don't think. So it's either that hard drive's gone, dead, or that adapter's not working. So I was considering getting a M2 caddy USB thing to rule out that issue. Now, I don't know if I want to put the money into it. If it doesn't work, it's going to cost, what, $15? So it's not bad, I guess. But we'll see. And even then, if it does work and I can get all my game save stuff off, truck sim stuff, yeah, I'll start new profiles, but it's the farm sim stuff predominantly for me. And it would be amazing for the hunter. Biggest one I'm more annoyed about losing data on is the Hunter Call of the Wild. That game is a game where I just want to hunt. I don't want to have to level, I don't want to have to work towards it. I just want to go out and hunt on that game.
The left lane.
Oh yeah, don't throw your brakes on now, bud. But yeah, that's a game that I just want to go out and hunt. Don't want to have to faff around with any of that stuff, so... Same with the fishing games. Minus the online fishing games like Fishing Planet, stuff like that, Russian fishing. That's why I love the Fishing Sim World. I'm bypassing that as well. I can just use Cheat Engine, level myself up, and just go fish and relax. Somebody be said for being able to just go do that. I'm gonna have to remember to take a photo too. So I've given myself, I think it was like 2.5 mil, and that's to kind of get up to where I was. I think I had $1 million anyway in that profile. I'm gonna buy trucks, staff, and all that stuff once I've unlocked stuff like that to be able to do that.
Then take the exit on the right.
Kind of sucks because I only just recently restarted my American Truck Sim profile. The Euro Truck Sim one, I'm not too worried about. The game has updated a lot since I ever redid that profile, so...
Turn left.
That was way too fast. See, the Euro Truck Sim could have done with a freshen up on the game save. Thus, me doing that. I've got beacons on, I think. Do I need... No, I don't have beacons on.
Use the right lane. Then continue straight.
Shush. So a little while back as well, SES put out
Continue straight.
them making some sort of profiler for Razer Chroma stuff. I have a Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard. So it's RPG keyboard, mechanical keyboard. Got it on a whim. I didn't need it at the time. I needed a new mouse. You could tell I had the extra cash to spare. I ended up buying this mechanical keyboard. And I love the thing, it's awesome, I'm glad I did. But they've got profiles in there, which is automatically set up. So if I put, you guys can't see this, but I think they did videos on it. The keys that are associated with certain stuff, like indicators, I see the bracket key flash. If I go through the different lights, that comes on. If I put the beacons on, the O key strobes like a beacon. It's really neat, actually. Same with the drop axles and all of that. It shows if stuff's on, even if I put the lights on. Really cool. Now running this desktop again, it's nice. It's got a lot of sentimental value. A lot of people, when I've said I've always wanted to get this thing shipped over, it was always the plan at some point. It just happened a lot sooner. Said why? Why not just build a computer? It'd be cheaper, or possibly cheaper. And I always said I reckon it's going to be at least £200 to £300 to ship my desktop over. Oh boy, I was right. Oh, this would be a good photo. But the predominant reason why I never wanted to do that was the sentimental value this computer has. This computer was one of the first things I really bought with the YouTube money. Back when YouTube was doing really well for me. And it's got a lot of sentimental value because of that. Mainly the case more than the components inside. But it's just got a lot of sentimental value, so I don't know. There we go. Bam. Looks pretty good. We'll carry on. That's so pretty. Looks awesome. Now, as I was starting to say, the major thing with this system, it never liked Farming Simulator. The last Farming Simulator I had on it was... It may have seen 17, I can't remember. Don't think it did, it was what I remember. Well, it would have been 17 actually. 17, it did have it on. It didn't like it. If it wasn't 17, it was 15. One of the two. Oh my god. Alrighty. Gotta love the spam calls. And now it's raining. And now we've got more damage on the truck. Wonderful. Gotta love that. Probably damage on the frickin' cargo too. Yep, 1%. For frig's sake. No, it's actually... Yeah, we'll turn here. I wouldn't have been too surprised if that was the wife, but it wasn't. Spam call. Yeah, I won't... Visit service station. I was gonna say I won't go into too much detail, but it sounds like she hit some black ice this morning driving to work and almost got smashed by a truck, which is scary. She's got a 40-minute drive to work down roads that are usually okay, but sometimes they're not. Alrighty, take the ferry. I think that's the second time that number's called as well. Comes up suspicious spam. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alrighty, fire back up. And away we go. Is it actually still raining? It is too. Looks beautiful outside. Now I can't remember on my main, I say my main save, the save that I had before, if I was ever down here. I really can't remember. Or if I've ever visited this area.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
So I haven't gone over the truck. It is a Kenworth Aerodyne. Beautiful cab over. You do quite like these. With, obviously, heavy haul chassis. I usually, this is something I don't usually do. I usually try and have the same for the third axle there, or technically the second axle. Usually try and have the same style wheel and tyre setup as the fronts. I didn't do it with this one. When you lift that axle, if you had the wide tyres on it like I've got up front and the tall profile, it will clip through the mudguards. So I kind of went with a setup where I'm pretty sure I've seen on the real trucks like these, where they're not all the same. Are you kidding me? I think this is a recent update where traffic will go slower up a hill. Don't you dare come out on me there. Dink. Power. It was nice playing this game. This was actually one of the first games I installed on the system. Farm Sim was the first, because I wanted to get that up and running ASAP. And it was this, Hunter Call of the Wild. Engine brake.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Now some weird sounds coming from the truck. I think it's actually really damaged. Yeah, 18%. Not good. Not good. And something I'm going to try and do tonight for myself more than anything is actually get to bed at a decent time. I've been going to bed really late. That was probably supposed to be a sound of braking or the truck being damaged, but it actually sounded a really good gear change. Pneumatics on the splitter. "45 miles on ahead." Now, just to save time, I'm not going to actually park this myself. Now, if this all checks out tomorrow, I'll probably record a proper video. It won't be Farm Sim. Farm Sim I need to get a bit further ahead, I feel. Now, the FPS in this isn't bad, other than when I go into new areas for the first time it loads down. Like right now I'm getting 40 FPS. Seems to build up areas, it struggles.
Continue straight.
Oh, was that light red? Didn't see it. I'm just trying to save time here. We're going through that, I won't stop that in time. I know some people may not like that for... You're not driving realistic. I'm not.
Turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, I'm really not. Such a nice truck, this. The next truck I'll probably get is the Model R Mac. Get that again. That truck ain't going nowhere. Love that thing.
Use the right lane, then turn right.
There's one behind me, I'm not gonna...
Turn right. You have arrived.
Enter! That one, that one. Good work, yeah, because of the damage a bit. Yep. That sucks. Oh well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back next time as long as this checks out okay. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.